Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Dalton's Bengals going up against Wilson's Seahawks. Now we'll head down to Jim Nantz and Phil Simms for this Week 5 matchup.
Seahawks, Bengals, coming up on EA Sports as we get set for today's Week 5 matchup.
Hello, friends. Jim Nantz along with Phil Simms. And, Phil, it's an absolutely gorgeous day here for football. And how will that factor into this game?
It's always a factor, Jim, when you have good weather. Now you can call anything you want and not worry when you have good weather.
The Seahawks are ready to run back this kick. The Bengals setting up here for the kickoff. This game has officially begun. Thomas taking a knee here, so the ball will be spotted at the 20. Wilson's a player to watch today, having thrown an interception last week. He'll attempt to have a turnover-free game today.
Russell Wilson is absolutely maybe the most mobile quarterback in the NFL. Hard to get a big hit on him, and if there's pressure in the pocket, he will get outside and make a play.
The Seahawks bring in an extra tight end for this play. First down at the 20. Luke Wilson has the catch. Gains 20.
Russell Wilson is an excellent play-action pass thrower for a couple reasons. One, he can throw the football well, but two, they can run the football so well. When he play-action fakes, the defense has to honor that.
First down, offense readying for the snap. Here's the handoff to Marshawn Lynch.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the first down play that time by the offense, and now they have a good situation.
Loss of 2 on that play. The Seahawks decked out in a lot of pink, and we see pink throughout the building. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month in the NFL. Second and 12. For a gain of about 5. Here's a look at the Seahawks offense. They rank towards the middle of the pack in passing offense this season. Seahawks now facing third down. A week ago, they were up to the challenge in these spots. Wilson from the shotgun. Got a flag down here. And it's incomplete.
Holding offense. The penalty is declined.
It'll be Ryan back to punt.
quarterback out of TCU, a former second-round pick and Rose Bowl winner, Andy Dalton. First down at the 16. Right all over the ball carrier.
When an offense is backed up, it does make it tough. You have to be a little careful, but you work on this situation every week in practice. You have a group of plays that are designed just for this situation. Let's see if they work.
Second down and 12.
Urban's probably going to go to the sideline and tell him, hey, I got such a good pair of hands after that interception that I should play some tight end. I don't know about that, but I'll tell you this, he is one good linebacker.
The Seahawks bringing their offense onto the field. It wasn't a very productive possession for them last time out, partner. They ended up punting.
Well, you know what it was? It was a good filling out process. So they got some knowledge by watching the defense and what defenses they tried on them. So you got to take advantage of that knowledge and come out here and make some plays.
Press coverage all the way. The Seahawks have it at the 24. Still powering ahead. Lynch looking out wide. Takes it the distance for the touchdown.
Jim, when you have a good running attack, your running back has got to be able to break tackles. And that time, what did we see? Broken tackles by him. He's big and strong and fast, and that leads to the touchdown.
The Seahawks now lined up for the extra point. It's good. The Bengals are ready to return the kick. He'll have a chance to take off. And the tackle is made right around the 26-yard line. The Bengals are set to take the field again on offense after a crazy sequence that didn't go their way. That turnover led to turnover points. And now let's see if the offense can get that back, Phil.
Yeah, listen, I know they're going to be motivated because after they turned the football over last time, the coaches took them to the sideline and just gave them heck. That's for sure. That's a good way of seeing it. So motivation, you can't make those kind of mistakes. You got to go out there and be much better.
Here's the Bengals offense. Middle of the road when it comes to passing yards on the season. Perhaps this week in practice they figured something out. The Bengals snap it at the 26. Sanu with the catch.
What can a defensive back do in a situation like this? The answer is nothing. How about the throw right on target by the quarterback and a good route on an out route by the receiver?
3rd and 1. And the immediate handoff to the fullback.
First down at the 41. Jeremy Hill has the catch. Hill's tackled down after a gain of 5. Here's a look at the Seahawks defense stacks up. They have been the beneficiary of a very aggressive defensive unit that has helped take this team to the top 5 in turnover differential. The pass play was good for 5. 2nd and 5 coming up. From the gun to 3.
Nix has really hit hard that time. And I know the football hit his hands, but when a defender times it perfectly like that, with that much power and speed going into that receiver, you are going to let that football go. That's human nature. Really good job by the defensive player.
The Seahawks come out in a dime package. Dalton's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Catch made by A.J. Green.
Well, he's got talent. This receiver can make the catches when you throw it his way. And I think his talent, the way offenses are designed, and the rules of the NFL, it makes guys like him almost unstoppable.
Play number 6 coming up on this drive. Hill in the backfield. Single back set. Now 1st and 10. Wright's able to read that play and make the hit.
The Bengals offensive coordinator, he has to be frustrated by that play. I think he calls the right play, but what happens? The run loses yards. That's just a bad job by the offensive line.
2nd and 12. He'll throw it over the middle. Green's got the catch and the first.
We see this type of play by every team in the NFL now. You can't throw these back shoulder passes. That time on a post route. What a throw, what a catch. Nice play.
At the 30-yard line, here comes the snap. Staying with the passing game on 1st down. Dalton over to Eifert. Cincinnati is in for the score. That's his 5th receiving touchdown this year. They've tied the game as this first quarter is winding down. I'm sure they're thrilled not to have to start the second quarter facing a stiff uphill climb.
Oh, absolutely. You got to be thrilled to be tied at this spot right now. The defense has been a little shaky here early in this football game, but the offense, great job of bouncing back and getting TD.
The point after is good. The Bengals setting up here for the kickoff. Thomas running this one out. And he's taken down right at about the 29, not quite to the 30. The Bengals defense comes onto the field after surrendering a touchdown on the last drive.
Well, they're hoping for better results. No question about that, Jim. They got to come out. They got to hustle. There was not enough hustle last time. And the number one key for all defensive teams is play hard.
Way to call him out there, partner.
Hey, that's what I do.
They'll run it here. Picked up a couple that time. And now here's a look at the Bengals defense. Last week, this group came up with 3 forced turnovers. After the 2-yard carry, it sets up 2nd down and 8. The Seahawks line up, split backfield. And now they're going to go with the draw play. Lynch is tackled down at the 31. This is 3rd down. Wilson set in the pistol. Throws the pass. Connects with Graham. That's his first reception today.
What we're seeing so many times now in this league is the tight ends are getting so good that they have to condense the pass coverage to make sure they stop them, and it's opening up the wide receivers to have a better chance to catch the football.
The Bengals defense now is going to go nickel. 1st and 10. Catch made by Graham. Ball is out. The defense has the football. The defense comes up with the big play, the hit, and the recovery of the football.
They sure did. They got so much speed on the defensive side, and that speed, when you think about it, it gets more people around the football. It helps you deliver the hit even harder, and that's why they got the turnover. Great job.
Standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Had it for just a second, but then it came out on contact. Defenses took center stage here in the first quarter, with both offenses looking to go back to the drawing board. Back after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Gatorade. Win from within.
Back here to start quarter 2. We are deadlocked right now in a game that has seen its fair share of defense.
Yeah, it's kind of fun to watch, isn't it? I love defenses when they come out and they just establish the line of scrimmage and beat the offense up. That's what we've seen so far, and I think it's going to continue.
And the second quarter is underway with this snap. Not able to get away from Chancellor.
Well, you guard the tight end close. Sometimes that doesn't matter. They're so big and they got long arms, they can still make the catch. Quarterbacks give them a chance, they get it done.
Dalton's completion percentage, 60% on the day. First down at the 34. Hills handed the football.
Down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
It's now second down. Dalton's lined up. 2 tight ends set. Hills got it on the handoff.
Running back and you want more carries, do things like this. Read the defense right, read the blocking, and pick up first downs. That's a really good job by the running back.
The Bengals moving inside the 20 and the red zone. Last week, they just feasted on that part of the field. First down and 10. Hills got the toss, secures the football. That's a gain of only a yard.
This is one good tackling defense. They stay in good position at all times, and we saw it that time, and they stopped the play for a short gain.
At the 16-yard line, here they come. Hill takes his spot in the backfield. 2nd and 9, and it's A.J. who hauls it in. That's his 3rd catch of the day.
You must be very creative in the red zone when it comes to the passing game. Formations, movement, do whatever it takes to give your players an advantage. That time they get a nice play call. They throw the pass and complete it for a good, solid pickup.
3rd and 3. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Finding the end zone for the second time.
Tight ends are a position where you got to be able to do it all. You got to be able to block, run routes, and you got to be able to get in position so you have a chance to catch the touchdown pass. Good job by the tight end. Touchdown.
The Bengals ready to kick it away. Thomas has got it. And he runs it out to about the 27 before he's taken down. The Seahawks offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
First down at the 27. Got a flag.
Holding offense.
The defense accepts the penalty.
First down.
The Seahawks will look to get set. It's been a close game so far. The score's 14-7. Lynch is in the backfield. First down at the 17. Lynch taken down at the 27.
Marshawn Lynch, what a run that time, picking up big yards. He is just tough and angry. Ever since he's been in Seattle, he's just been a different running back.
Second down now. He'll take the snap from the gun. Finds Graham. And it's Reggie Nelson in on that last play.
There is nothing like having a great tight end in your offense now. There's so many things you can do with them. Remember, they're in the middle of the field. They can go down the middle. They can go outside. They can go short. They can go across. They can go out. Tough to cover the tight ends in this league now.
It's third down coming up. The Bengals load up the box, going with the 46 defense. Wilson from the shotgun. Lynch has got it. First down. Got a big lane.
That's what you call a bullet pass. Very little space to throw the football into, but he gets it done. A lot of velocity, right on target.
Wilson's now completed 4 in a row. At the 45-yard line. First down at the 45. And it's caught by Curse. And it's Ray Maualuga who makes the hit.
What's the old expression? Just move the chains. That's what they did with that throw and catch that time, Jim. It also gives them a chance for 3 more downs.
First and 10. Hawks, the one who made the big stop.
Wilson's trying to read this option play. Does he keep the football or pitch it? He keeps it. Boy, wrong decision. And the defense all over him as they tackle him behind the line of scrimmage. Coming
to the line at the 35. Wilson's got 2 tight ends on the field for this snap. 2nd down and 13. Graham with the grab. That's his 4th catch of the day.
One of the better talented tight ends in the NFL. He makes that catch just right in stride and gets a nice catch.
Line of scrimmage, the 25-yard line.
Last play before the 2-minute warning. 3rd down and 2. Searching for space to the right. Tackle's made, and the 1st down is picked up.
And now we reach the 2-minute warning here in the 2nd quarter. All right, so now as we go back to the field, we've got a good game going, and an offense is trying to close the gap before halftime. First down here. Double tight end formation. Russell Wilson will take it from the gun. Incomplete.
Man, the quarterback, the coaches, his teammates, everybody loves to see a player give that type of effort. How about the receiver just going all out to make the catch? Doesn't quite get there, but the effort is outstanding.
The Bengals with 2 extra defensive backs in the dime. 2nd down and 10. He's wide open for the grab.
Well, but there's under 2 minutes to go. Good job by the offensive ball carrier that time. He knows he can get no more yards. He steps out of bounds to stop the clock.
Wilson's completion percentage, 80% on the day. Breaking huddle at the 4. First and goal from the 4. And touchdown, Seattle Seahawks. And at the closing moments of the first half, these teams are all even once again.
A lot of good things have happened for both teams, so I think when you go in at halftime, if it goes in tied up, I think both coaches are going to be happy with the situation right here at halftime.
The point after try is in the books. The Bengals about to receive the kick after this game was just tied before halftime. The score's 14-14. And as he takes the knee, Dalton will now bring the offense onto the field.
Good job that time by the ball carrier, picking up what he can, and he is very smart. Gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
The Bengals come back out. Let's see if they can answer now with a touchdown of their own. Of course, last time the offensive unit was on the field, they took it down, marched in for a score.
I don't see why they can't answer. Everything is working, and so they're coming out full of confidence. And we know football players, especially on the offensive side, when they have confidence, man, they play their best.
Looking to go up top again on first down. Incomplete, almost going in the other direction. Andy Dalton will be under center. 2nd and 10. But couldn't hold on as this goes incomplete.
Well, when it's 3rd and long, I'll just say this, be very careful on the offensive side.
Third down now. Dalton's back in shotgun formation. Green's got the catch and the first. The Seahawks with a nickel look here on defense. Now 1st and 10. And that's Chancellor, who almost came away with a pick. Second down after the incompletion. Andy Dalton in the shotgun formation. Sanu makes the grab. That's reception number 2 for him. The Bengals have played well enough to be leading so far, partner, but right now the game is tied. Dalton's play has been spectacular.
Boy, spectacular. That's right. That is the word for it. He's throwing the football well. He does have good wide.
Kerry Williams has the pick. They bring him to the turf. As we near halftime, the offense has the opportunity to grab the lead heading into the break.
Well, I don't like their chances, and really both of these teams has been pretty sorry plays so far here in the first half. They both deserve to go in at halftime tied.
The Bengals defense, where was it the last time? They could not stop the pass.
Well, they were trying. I mean, they were working as hard as they could, but, hey, this group they're going against on offense, they're pretty good.
Lynch takes it out of the eye. Running room. He's now over 60 yards rushing on the ground.
Situations you go over so many times in practice and training camp. Know what's going on the offensive side, how to preserve time. Good job that time by the offensive player. Get out of bounds and giving his team more chances to get it done here in the first half.
The Seahawks will take the snap from the 35. Jimmy Graham has the catch. Reggie Nelson makes the tackle. The Seahawks are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here. Here's the football marked at the 47. The Seahawks come out with a split backfield. 1st and 10. They go screen with Lynch.
When you see this cover 2 defense as a quarterback, you got to know where to throw the football. That time he did not make a good decision. You got to throw it sometimes deep down the middle. The safeties are not there. They're outside. He did not take advantage of that coverage that time.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Players from both sides making an appeal, but the officials saw it on the defense.
Breaking huddle coming to the line at the 42.
Second down and 5. Jimmy Graham with the grab. The Seahawks, 1 timeout remaining. Wilson from the shotgun. It's Chris Matthews with the catch. And Matthews is met after a gain of 8.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Grabbing the face mask. We see it almost once a week, and here it happens again.
Well, a lot of times these defenders, I'll give them a little slack because they're running so fast. They're trying to tackle some tremendous athletes in open space, and sometimes accidentally you're going to grab the face mask.
The kick is good. That'll wrap up the second quarter here in the Queen City of Cincinnati. We'll be back in just a moment for the start of the second half.
Thanks, Jim, and welcome to the EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Bengals really played well last week, but that hasn't always been the case today. The Seahawks have done a good job upsetting their rhythm, and that shows on the scoreboard. So here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Bengals have the football early in the first. Under pressure here, and the ball is picked off. Irvin's reading the play and comes away with it, ending the drive. Now following the interception, Lynch is going to cruise off the right side, and he'll take this all the way for a touchdown. Seahawks with the early advantage. 1st and 10. Here the pass would be completed into coverage, and he'd cap off the 9-play drive with a TD. Bengals tie it up at 7. Now 1st and 10. Graham's going to cough up possession here, and the pass and catch will end up going for a yard. Now following the fumble, the catch in traffic made by Eifert, and he caps off the 6-play drive with the score. The Bengals up by a touchdown. Seahawks have it at the 4. The pass will be completed along the sideline, and it leads to a touchdown. We're brand new at 14.
All right, Larry, thanks a lot. Second half just about to get underway here as the special teams are about to head back onto the field. The Bengals are ready to return the kick. The second half is officially underway. Tate's going to start his return. And he's going to be brought down right around the 33-yard line. The Seahawks defense trying to crack down yet again on the opposition, leading through 2 quarters and leading the way for this team.
I like the way they played in the first half on the defensive side, so make sure you don't lose that thought process and that confidence that you gained in what you did in the first half, and go out there and attack this offense.
First down at the 33. Dalton sends it to Green. The Bengals continue to pass the football, and when they have, they've looked in one familiar direction. Green's been the top target, and he's been very strong in this game.
The offense, what a tremendous design they've had here today. They've had many ways to get this football to the wide receiver, and he has done a good job of taking advantage of it.
2nd and 6. Third down on the way. The Seahawks lined up in the nickel. Dalton will take it from the gun. Lays out and makes the play. That's reception number 7 for him.
Big first down by the offense that time. Here in the second half, they're losing a close game, and you get that first down. It just gives you confidence. It opens up the playbook, and it just gives you a better chance of going down the field and getting the score.
First down and 10. To the ground. Bennett's all over that offense and brings him down.
The Bengals running back that time, he makes a bad decision. You can't be looking to make every play a big play when you're running the football. Look for a few yards. Take advantage of that. He tries for the big play. What happens? He gets tackled for a loss.
Loss of 3 on the play. Andy Dalton will be under center. 2nd and 13. Makes the catch in the open field. Tight end has not been a problem lately. This guy, as you can see by the numbers, continues to thrive.
He's one of the best in the NFL, isn't he? And every week he just finds a way to get it done from the tight end position.
Coming to the line at the 24. After the long gain, let's see what they do here. Mohamed Sanu is the receiver. And Irvin in on the tackle.
The Bengals did a good job that time picking up the first down. Let's look at the situation. You're behind the second half. You keep looking to pick up those first downs, and you get enough of them. What does it do? Pretty simple. It leads to a score.
Dalton's completion percentage, 60% on the day.
when you get down in the red zone, the offensive coordinator's got to call a play that deceives the defense. Let's see if he can do it. His team is down. He needs a big play here. Well, every defense is looking for somebody to sack the quarterback, and that time the speed of the defensive end gets around the tackle and gets the sack.
Andy Dalton backing off the line, dropping back into the shotgun formation. Hakeem, touchdown, Cincinnati Bengals. And Diggs caught his first touchdown of the season. Bill, how big was that touchdown here midway through the third quarter to take the lead?
Well, Jim, I think anytime you start getting into the third quarter of football games, anytime you take the lead, it's a big deal because now you're going to start affecting the play calls of the offense and the defense of the other team.
And the extra point is good. The Seahawks return team is in position. Perhaps they can run one out pretty deep and shift the momentum. The score's 21-17.
The Seahawks are set to return the kickoff.
No return here, and Wilson, both these tight ends have looked fantastic.
Well, coming in today's game, Jim, I thought these were two really solid tight ends. I'm not sure anymore. They are working their way up the ladder. They're potential superstars.
Wilson's going to take it from the gun. Here's Baldwin. Baldwin's able to get the job done and picks up the first down.
The Seahawks, good job that time moving the chains, picking up that first down. And, Jim, of course, there's no time to panic in a situation like this. I think they know that. It's in the second half. You're down just a few points. Just keep looking for ways to get another first down, and that'll serve your team well.
Lynch lined up as the single back. Outside now on the toss. And pick up about 4.
Lynch is trying to be patient, but there is nowhere to run that time, and he only gets a short gain.
And it'll be 2nd down and 6 after the running play on first down.
Lynch is the receiver on the screen. Jones there to take him down.
The Seahawks do a good job that time on 2nd down. They don't force the football down the field. They throw it short. They pick up some solid yards to make it a good situation for them. 3rd and short.
Wilson's completion percentage, 80% on the day. 3rd and short following the completion. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down.
Well, Jim, I love situations like this. 4th and short, near midfield. You're losing. It's in the second half. What do you do as a coach? If you don't go for it, everybody's going to go, well, he has no confidence in his offense. That's not it. The coach is going to make the decision that's best for his football team. You can't sit back and always worry about players' feelings. I think he'll punt the football.
Fields it cleanly and starts his return. That return's good for about 13. The Seahawks secondary could not stop the pass on the last series.
Well, they were just too timid. They were giving up too much room, making some of the throws too easy for the quarterback. Man, you got to man up, get up there tight, and cover these guys closely.
For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. finds his mark. And he's going to be tackled right around the 31-yard line. That's his first reception today. The Bengals are in front thanks to their quarterback. Dalton's had a huge performance in this one.
When you talk about creating opportunities, that's where you have to give credit to the coaching staff. They have helped the players. The play designs have been good, and the players are taking advantage of it.
After that grab, it's now 2nd down and 2. The Bengals come out in a jumbo set. Handoff. The tackle's made, and the first down is picked up.
Keep the momentum on your side. You got a lead here in the second half. Nice play that time. You pick up the first down. Let's see if you can take advantage of it.
First down here. Sanu with the catch. Williams going to make the tackle.
The Bengals offense, they know it's more than just about their defense. The offense did a good job that time picking up the first down. That's what you want to do. You got a small lead in the second half. Keep getting those first downs and eat that clock up.
Dalton's completed his last 6 passes. Hills lined up now as the running back behind the quarterback. Hakeem, ball is out. Oh, they cough up the football and the defense takes possession. Great job by the defense, forcing and recovering the fumble.
You said the appropriate word there, forcing. The hit was so solid and so good. The offensive player had no choice. He had to give up the football.
The Seahawks heading back out there on offense, hoping to improve on their last possession, which ended rather quickly with a punt.
Yeah, I think what they got to do, they got to come out and be a little more creative, get the defense off guard, make them think over there. That was too generic what they did on the offensive side. If you want to score, show some ingenuity.
First down at the 42. Here's the handoff to Marshawn Lynch, and he steps out of the field of play.
The Seahawks just picked up a big first down that time, Jim. When you're down in the second half, every first down is crucial. Nice job that time by the offense.
The Seahawks are still in possession as we get this final quarter underway. Wilson's all by himself in the backfield for this snap. Final quarter underway now with this snap. He's in the clear all the way home and all alone. Touchdown. Early in the fourth quarter, that touchdown gives them the lead as they have established right now the upper hand, Phil. How big was it?
There's nothing like having the upper hand on the other football team, is it, Jim? And it makes you feel good. It puts your mind at ease. And you've heard me say it many times. A relaxed athlete is the best athlete.
An extra point is good. The Bengals back now for the return, going to look to try and get back on top. Scores 24-21. And they crash into him, ending the return at the 20-yard line. In the build-up to this game, we didn't talk much about the matchup at tight end, but it's been a good one, Phil.
It has been good. I know the defenses really didn't focus on the tight end when this game was starting, but I know this, they better change their focus and start looking at it.
The Bengals now march to the line. Tightly contested game here in the fourth. The score's 24-21. First down at the 20. Intercepted.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled, being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
You see the matchup at running back, and while only one side has really been able to count on that run game, it's still a very close game.
Yeah, it is, Jim. Close game here, and also that can happen when you talk about run games. They're going to go up and down, and if you're having trouble running the football, then change the direction of your offense. Do something else.
The Seahawks at the line of scrimmage, split backfield. The Seahawks have it at the 34. Wilson's met at the 30.
Always good to have these types of runs. Hey, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
Lynch is lined up in a single back formation. The Seahawks will take the snap from the 30. Baldwin's got it, and a first. Third catch today so far.
When you can't hit the quarterback or put pressure on him, there's not much you're going to get done then. That time, quarterback had time and throws it down the field for another completion.
Breaking huddle at the 23-yard line.
The Bengals defense now loading up, expecting pass. Johnson wraps up the quarterback and takes him down.
This might not be nice to say, but every once in a while it's kind of fun to watch a quarterback get sacked like that. Good job by the defensive end.
Marshawn Lynch is in the backfield. The Seahawks from the 32. Wilson's pass will go for an incompletion this time.
That's a nice route that time by the receiver, running the corner route, and the quarterback just throws it too far and misses it.
Now looking at third down. Wilson's alone in the backfield. Wilson's got it in the gun. Intercepted by Reggie Nelson.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
The Bengals offense back on the field as this game has turned into just a big mess, Phil, as no one seems to be able to hold on to the football.
Nobody can hold on to the football. The play is sloppy. The calling of the plays has also been, I think, a little sloppy. Give these guys a better chance to make some positive plays. The Bengals look pretty confident out there on the field, don't they? And they're very calm, and they should be. That first down, they're right in this game. Don't look down the field for that big play. Just keep marching.
Andy Dalton will be under center. The Bengals back. Eighth catch today so far. The Bengals have had a big number one option at wideout today. Green's done everything asked of him today, Phil.
Well, this league is loaded with really tremendous wide receivers, and we are watching one of the best. He can do everything with the football.
Just 23 yards to the end zone.
Here's the first snap after the big play. Dalton from the shotgun. The Bengals get a first down.
The Bengals did a good job that time throwing a pass on first down and picked up some nice yards. Now second and short really puts the defense in a tough position.
Second and short. Has it. Touchdown. At the the time they've found the end zone and taken the lead, it's up to the defense now to hold on to it.
Yeah, that's what they've done. They put the pressure on their defense, go out there and finish this game off. And then, hey, look, you always got to feel good as a defensive player when you take the field with the lead.
The Seahawks looking for a big return and hoping to find a way to regain the lead. Scores 28-24. Thomas has got a chance to return this one. And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line. The Seahawks just gave up some big turnover points. And let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right, Jim?
Michael Johnson gets to the quarterback.
Every defense is looking for somebody to hit the quarterback, and the best person to do it is the defensive end. What a good job that time by him.
Loss of 5 on the play. Lynch is in the backfield. 2nd and long. Another sack.
There's a couple ways to get to the quarterback. Run over the tackle or run around him. It doesn't matter as long as you get the sack.
So they get to the quarterback on that last play. 3rd down coming up. Wilson's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Unable to complete that one, and that's a very quick 3 and out.
Well, we see why they're winning, don't we, Jim? They've been playing well on the defensive side all day. Good stop there on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down for the offense.
The Seahawks call on the punting team. We'll see what he can do here. That return's good for about 22.
Bernard's able to show off his talent on that punt return that time. What speed and quickness that allows him to break through some of that coverage and picks up good yards.
The Bengals bring their offense back onto the field. Touchdown drive the last time they had it as they attacked that secondary.
They sure did. They threw the football well on that last drive. And now I would think as an offensive coordinator, they're thinking pass on the defensive side. Switch it up. And I think you can catch them with some good runs here.
Big and open. That's what this tight end's been today, Phil.
Yeah, we see it more and more. Tight ends getting the football from their quarterbacks. Why? Because they're going against linebackers. They're faster and usually bigger than the linebackers. That's matchups you love on the field.
That little throw was good for only 3, so it's now 2nd down and 7. The clock's really become a factor here, and the defense knows it has to get off the field as soon as possible to give the team a chance.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
Two minutes to go in the second half. Back now following the 2-minute warning. The offense wants to just hold on to the lead to the end. 3rd and 2. Gets it out for the completion. They call for the timeout to stop the clock. The Bengals will take the snap from the 45. Wide to the left. Picks up 8 here. And they'll try to conserve time here with this timeout. Coming to the line at the 37. The Bengals come out. Jumbo package on the field. The quarterback with the give to the fullback. No surprise, they immediately call the timeout. It'll be 3rd down. The give this time to the fullback. They're able to move the chains after that last run. The give. Met by Thomas.
Well, this is not a surprise, Jim. This is what you do. You run the football, you play the clock. This is called managing the game, and it's all up to the head coach getting this done.
The Bengals last week cruised to victory, but now they're showing they're just as capable of playing in a tight game, Phil.
Yeah, when you want to be a good team in the NFL, you got to show that you have a lot of ways to win football games. We saw that last week. Now they got to show us they can win these tight ones also. The defense has got to be a little aggressive here. Your team is down. You've got to attack this offense. You don't want them to get in there and get another score.
It was a nail-biter. It wasn't pretty, but it goes down as a victory.
It's even sweeter when you win a close game in the league because you know how hard it is. And to make that one play, that was the difference. Whew, a lot of joy in the locker room.
For Phil Simms and all the crew, Jim Nantz saying so long.